Greetings. So let's talk about spring break. I hope it's a fabulous spring break. Yes, we do always have some homework over spring break if you are taking the test. So if you're taking the national exam on May 21st, then you're in the right place. This is your video, and what we're going to talk about today is cheat sheets. So you need to make some cheat sheets. My thinking on this is they allow open notes, right? So on the exam, it's only 45 minutes, but we allow open notes for that 5-source DBQ. So rather than have them on a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word somewhere where you're trying to fidget with another device while you're taking your exam, I think we just create a folder of cheat sheets. When you see that the exam is on Dar al-Islam or on the Silk Road, boom, you pull that one out, you throw the others into the wind, and then you're ready to go. You've got a few little details just to help you sort of spice up the content in your exam. Now, content is not judged in the same way this year, but it's got to count for something. So get some good content in there to sort of root your story, your essay. Now, here's what I think we should do then. I want you to make a cheat sheet for every one of the subjects in the unit outlines. I'll show you those unit outlines in a moment. It's going to seem like a lot, but we're going to share the burden. It's going to be okay. So first of all, each outline should be no longer than a page. It should have lots of specific detail. This is in Canvas, so I'm not going to go over every bit of this, but it should have lots of specific detail, names and dates. You should refer right in your outline to the AP reasoning, AP historical thinking skills, all of those things that we've been sort of building throughout the year, but I want you to make sure you refer to them in your outline. In the sample I'll show you, I actually put those in all caps so you can see those a little bit better. Each page, I do think it should be printed out or handwritten so that you've got it right there with you. You're not worried about two devices failing in that tense moment. You've got one piece of paper, you've got it in front of you, and away you go. You should make numerous references to those reasoning skills. Each outline should be detailed, already said that. And then you will be able to combine some outlines, and I'm going to leave that up to you. So this is going to be a due date in Canvas where you have to have all these outlines made. I don't think that you necessarily need to have an outline for every single one of the unit subjects. So when it's due, what we're doing now is I want to be able to treat you as sort of professional AP test takers and just say, you do the outlines that make sense. That means most of the outlines are going to need their own separate page, but some of them you can combine. Ask me about that if you have any questions. Then, since you only get the complexity point on the exam by demonstrating a multifaceted, a complex knowledge and understanding of historical development, right in your outline, I believe at the end, you should end with some relevant example connecting the theme of that outline to some other time, some other place, or some other category of analysis. Let's say the whole DBQ was about trade, the #1 asked question on the AP exam. Let's say it's about trade. At some point you bring in the fact that gender is important, or gender as a category of analysis within this trading world. Now you can't just sort of drop that as one statement like I just did. It has to be developed fully. Remember, to earn that point, it has to be a part of an argument. You can't just sort of do a quick drive-by, one simple detail and away you go. That one doesn't work. It's got to be sort of built into an argument a little bit. I will give you lots of practice with these 5-source DBQs. We'll talk about that after break. In fact, after break, you'll also get a little calendar, and we'll talk about sort of exactly what will happen. No more sort of weekly or daily assignment updates. You'll have exactly your calendar for the moment from break until May 21st. And a lot of it will focus on using these outlines in a timed context. I'll give you 45 minutes to do a DBQ. You'll have to pull out the correct outline and go with your DBQ. Quick setup and away we go. We'll talk about that later. I wanted to show you two things then. The unit descriptions are here at the bottom of this document that I'll link onto the Canvas assignment called Spring Break Homework. And I'm giving you the first one, Developments in East Asia. And then the other ones are up here. Unit 1, Unit 2, 3, 4. Remember, we've only got 6 units this year, which is super exciting. We've got 6 fabulous units to talk about. And then I'll also give you a sense of which of these I don't think you necessarily need to do. There are a few in here that are comparing different units. I'll tell you that on Canvas, which ones you don't necessarily need to do. So here is an outline. This, I think, is a good sample outline for the first one, Developments in East Asia from 1200 to 1450. The focus of this is on the Song, because that is the most important development in East Asia. Sorry, Japan. But Japan and Korea, we could talk about developments there as well. I've put in here in bold some of the big headings: bureaucracy and meritocracy, economics, role of women, governance, cultural developments. Within here, I want you to focus on those AP historical thinking skills and AP reasoning skills. Remember, we're thinking about things like economic systems, continuity across time. So we want to begin to write your essays with that language of the AP. We've been using it all year, but this is the time when we amp that up. This is normally the intense April, as we used to call it, when we would amp up all of our preparation. And then here at the bottom we have connections. So this is for that complexity point. So for instance, we know champa rice was drought resistant, and that reminded me of the Maya and the decline in rainfall that was then exacerbated by their own deforestation of the jungle canopy, leading to the fall of the Mayas in the 800s. So this could be put into your argument if you are already talking about Song China, to try to get that complexity point. I would maybe spell it out with one more sentence, but you're fabulous writers. That helps you so much in this context. It really does. Then you will see on Canvas, you'll see this video. You will see the outline assignment. And so we are making cheat sheets. You should work together on this. You should definitely collaborate. And so you don't have to absolutely have your own cheat sheet. There is value in making your own. You know that if you go into a test with an allowable cheat sheet and it's someone else's written it, you're kind of like, what is this shorthand? I don't understand this. It's all in French. Like you know that if you're writing it, you understand it. So there is value in you making these cheat sheets, but you should definitely collaborate also. Make them together or share them and then rewrite them in your own language. And so I think you can ease the burden of all of those. It's a bunch of outlines. So ease the burden of that by working together. I'll let you set that up on your own, but if you need me to sort of connect you with some partners and have you work together on FaceTime or something like that, just let me know. If you have any questions, or if you just want to reach out, send me a picture of your backyard. Anything at all, please get a hold of me. I miss you guys. This space is not the same at all without you. It feels empty, empty, empty. See the echo? It's terrible. I miss you guys. I love you guys. I wish you were here, and I will see you soon.